Tonight, let me take you on a quiet drive through the American countryside. A place where the road is long, the fields stretch endlessly, and the night speaks even when no one is around. This is the story of Evan Malone and the strange night he drove through Hollow Creek County. Evan had been on the road since late evening, headed home from a work trip. He took the long route intentionally, the one that passed through miles of quiet farmland and empty highway. It was peaceful, safe, predictable, or so he thought. As night settled fully, the sky above him turned into a deep, velvety blue, scattered with stars. The road was empty except for the soft hum of his car and the occasional rustle of warm country wind brushing across the asphalt. He passed a weathered sign, "Welcome to Hollow Creek County, where time slows down." He smiled at the slogan. Little did he know, tonight time would do far more than slow. A warm whisper around 11:30 p.m. Evan noticed something strange. Whenever he slowed down the car, even slightly, he heard a faint whisper. Not words, just the feeling of someone speaking right beside him. Soft, warm, almost like breath running along his ear. He turned the radio off. The whisper stopped. He turned it on. The whisper returned. He shook his head and laughed nervously. "Old radio interference," he said out loud, reassuring himself. But then the whisper said something very clear. "Keep driving. Don't stop." Evan's hands tightened on the steering wheel. His heart thumped once, loudly, then fell quiet again. He looked in the rearview mirror. Nothing but the empty road behind him. A few miles later, his headlights revealed a figure in the distance. A woman, standing at the side of the road. Long hair, pale dress, looking down at her feet. Evan slowed down out of instinct, and as the car rolled, the whisper returned sharply. "Don't stop." Evan's breath caught. He tried to convince himself he imagined it. Maybe she was stranded. Maybe she needed help. But as he got closer, something was off. She wasn't standing still. She was swaying, gently, like a pendulum. Forward, back, forward, back. Her long hair covered her face. Her arms hung unnaturally low, almost touching her knees. Evan's headlights passed over her. He kept driving, trying not to look. But in the corner of his eye, he saw her head twist, slowly, much too slowly, following the movement of his car as if her neck was bending far more than a neck should. And then she whispered, but this time it wasn't inside the car. It was outside, right behind the window. "Why didn't you stop, Evan?" He hit the gas and sped away. He didn't check the mirror. He didn't want to know if she was there. Minutes later, he exhaled, relieved to see a familiar barn by the roadside, a landmark. But then, another barn. The same barn. He frowned. He passed a crooked oak tree. Then, the same crooked oak tree again. His stomach tightened. He passed the same weathered sign, "Welcome to Hollow Creek County, where time slows down." His breath grew cold. He was looping, driving in circles on a straight road. The whisper came back, gentler this time. "You should have stopped." He whispered back, trembling, "What do you want from me?" The whisper answered, "Just company." The air inside the car shifted, like someone had opened a window, but no window was open. Evan felt a weight, as if someone had sat down in the passenger seat beside him. Slowly, terrified, he turned his head. At first he saw nothing. Then, from the corner of the windshield, a reflection formed, faint but unmistakable. Long hair, a pale face, a soft, crooked smile, and eyes that did not blink. The woman was sitting beside him, swaying gently, just as she had on the road. Evan inhaled sharply. Immediately the whisper filled the car again. "Relax. Keep driving." His hands shook as he focused on the road. He wanted to scream, but a strange calm washed over him, like warm air pressing softly on his chest. Time stretched. The road went silent. Even the engine sounded distant. After what felt like hours, Evan saw a small gas station ahead. Lights on, door open. He jerked the wheel and pulled in quickly. The whisper snapped. "I said don't stop." He slammed the brakes anyway. The woman's reflection faded, dissolving like mist. He jumped out of the car and ran inside the gas station. Behind the counter, an old man looked up slowly. He stared at Evan, puzzled. "Son," the man said softly, "no one drives through Hollow Creek at night." Evan tried to speak but couldn't. The old man continued, voice low, "That road, it keeps the ones who died on it. They whisper to travelers, looking for someone to take their place." Evan felt a chill slide down his spine. Before he could ask anything else, the old man pointed to the dusty security camera screen showing Evan's car outside. There was someone sitting in the driver's seat. Long hair, pale face, swaying gently. The old man whispered, "She found you." And from that night on, no one ever saw Evan Malone drive through Hollow Creek County again. But sometimes, late at night, travelers report seeing a quiet car on the highway, moving slowly, windows fogged, and someone in the passenger seat whispering, "Don't stop. Sleep well, and if you ever drive alone at night, listen carefully. The road might be whispering back."